give itself the authority, which it can do under a state of emergency, to sort of play with the zoning, then they can say, yes, people can shelter here. And that's something that they're trying to do. The concrete demands from the advocacy community about no-cause evictions and rent increases and rent control, we're not getting this. We're not getting enough, from the city that they're hearing that yes, housing first. We need to deal with sheltering the people on the street, but the houseless community is growing because of no-cause evictions and because of the housing crisis and the rent crisis. So just focusing on the people on the street without addressing the pipeline of people to the street is not enough. So we really want the city to say, yes, we hear you, that, okay, great, relax the zoning codes, make shelter available for people to use.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's the only thing, then they're just moving more people from rent-paying spaces that they can't afford and they're getting kicked out into, emergency temporary shelter. That's not a solution.
My name's Billy, and I appreciate you swinging the hammer for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Really, seriously.
Yeah, thanks, Billy. Yeah.
How do you fit into this? I mean, as far as your representation?
I just,
He cares.
I care. Yeah, I care.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay, good.
I think all of us care. That's why we're all here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Um,
Christina.
Christina, nice to meet you.
Bob. But yeah, it's I'm trying to work to try to get some kind of porta potties down here, because I noticed the closest bathrooms is Kaiser Hospital
Right.
and
Wearing it out too. So
and the park, and I know they about
Park closes over the winter.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no restrooms down here.
Right. Yeah, and there's no water, and that's something that the folks that were talking to Amanda wanted to try to get.
when I was up on top, we were actually trying to get the park folks to let us, hey,
Hello.
Once a month, I go to the human rights meeting, first Wednesday of the month.
Okay.
They're very big on right now on authoritarian police issues and housing issues.
Okay, great.
And some of it's from renters and rent control to right on down to houseless. Maybe first they get a little public comment, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But if you had a little petition or a letter that say, "Would you guys endorse?" Because they have power to influence, and they've been given a lot of power, whether they use it correctly or not. But they can petition city council.
Okay.
And when it's human rights speaking about something, and these things are dear to them, police and authority, and that whole process, and injustice,
Yeah.
and housing, which was where you're saying the no eviction, not
right.
getting much.
Yep.
I think they're kind of looking at that neck, a lot of it, and trying to bring this up and get the city council to be more involved with it and
Okay.
more look from human right. Maybe you think about first Wednesday, a
Okay.
little support for the Greeley camp,
Yeah.
or for your
Right.
and it's
And-
Wednesdays at 4:00, and it's
Okay.
downtown,
Okay.
and
Is it
Portland
at City
Human
Hall,
Rights.
or
Huh?
where's the meeting at?
It's like on 5th Street.
Okay.
5th. They have a website, Portland Human Rights.
Okay, Portland
Commission.
Human Rights Commission.
And my website, joeanybody.com, I try to go to all their meetings and cover them and just shine the light on what they're doing and help bridge the community with human rights people.
Okay.
I think because they've been floundering for quite a while, trying to find where do we fit, what is our purview. Well, they've come lately to that justice part with authority and housing. And this fits right into it and some of your concerns.
Absolutely, and it's this intersection there with a lot of the city's relationship with the homeless is through the police, right? Through the sweeps and through the folks having mental health crises get arrested and taken to this ER, and so that needs to change, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the city's relationship with the homeless shouldn't primarily be through the police, right? It should be through social service provision and working on making shelter available, not on sweeping people.
And especially with the DOJ, they're here now looking at how we treat mentally people with mental problems.
Yeah.
A lot of people on the streets have that.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
having the police engaging with them in a negative way is not helping them, us, the community, or anybody.
Right. No, it's not. Yeah.
if you guys see anything that you think needs to be corrected from a visual standpoint, we're going to be bringing people here, showing them
Cool.
Okay.
Let me know. Let me know what needs to be cleaned up, straightened up. You know, we want this to work very badly. So anything anybody can do to help us make this work.
Well, what I see not up here but down there is you got 3 different areas where there's garbage bags, and 2 of them the garbage bags are open.
Had a dumpster of stuff. I could actually go down there, and those people would throw their stuff in the dumpster instead of out.
Right.
I remember from Occupy, that's, there was dumpsters and toilets and running water, and slowly they shut down the services.
Right.
You know what happens? It just built up, and then it was real easy to send the corporate media down there and point at toiletry stuff in a bucket and just expose, make the biggest deal about it.
So snap pictures of the garbage and make a case for the dumpsters.
But maybe more advocacy, or if they could tap into somebody who could be an advocate to help with dumpsters and sanitation. In the city, you would think might be a good person to start with, but how they are, I don't know. Will they provide a dumpster or a toilet?
Right. Yeah, and that's something that I should ask the mayor, should ask the city.
Simple little things to help with sanitation,
A dumpster and a porta potty would be like
and maybe other ways of handshaking with these companies that have those items to help be a sponsor, to help put their human rights first, or to try to network and shake hands and say, how can we help?
Right, that's a good idea.
Nike and Adidas are missing a golden opportunity right now. All these people, you watch their bikes, you watch the equipment, how they rig it all up. They could make a homeless-proof line of all this stuff that's particularly... it'd be far better than any camping gear, because it would be designed to take the rugged daily abuse of somebody, and they have a whole treasure trove of people just giving their stuff and say, try it out, and let us look at it. Let's have it back in 6 months to see what...
And the nice thing about putting a porta potty down there is that when bicyclists and stuff go down, if they need to use a bathroom, there's one there.
They could parlay into it too. It's a thing where there's some bicyclists, and the whole biking thing kind of helps with. Lots of good ideas.
There are so many more good ideas if you talk to individual people. Everybody has their line, but there's always that one nugget, and if you can just pick up that one nugget and have a whole flow of those kind of nuggets, you'll have solutions to these kind of problems. Right here.
Thanks for what you're all doing up here to helping out.
And it would be much easier if we just had basic shit to work with. It'd be so much easier. We could help more people. We could put more people in the same.
Maybe touching base with other groups around and networking with them a little bit.
That's what we're trying to do. And I've only been here for 3 months. What I've seen just blows my mind compared to South Carolina, where I'm from. In South Carolina, you get a bus ticket to go to Texas if you get caught doing anything on the street. They charge you with a decent exposure, and they have like an open charge. You can take the bus ticket or take the charge. Everybody takes the bus ticket and goes.
How do you get a decent exposure? Taking a leak on the side of the road? I think I got to mosey on, but I appreciate you guys all showing and sharing.
Anything, you got any more questions? You want any more? I can, if you're looking for a good story beyond that.
Or I'll be following up and just kind of trying to.
And I appreciate all of you trying to help out very much, really.
Okay.
Anything else I can do? Just let me know.